And the biga is something very similar to what the French call pouliche.
Okay,
It's,
yes.
you add your leaven in there.
Look at how
and
good
I'm going
that
to use
looks.
my fingers.
Use your hands, the old
because
Italian way.
That's the only way to get it all out of there.
Yeah.
My grandmother always said if you scrape the bowl, you'll get enough for another serving.
That's a good way to put it. Here, I'll get that out of your way.
And so that's the leavening. To that, we're going to add a cup of water.
Okay.
And I'm not even sure I've got a cup here, but if not,
Want me to get you a little more?
Yeah, get me a little more in that bowl, would you please?
All right.
A cup of water and 2 cups of flour.
So really, when you make bread, you're really not really measuring anything.
No, you're not. You're sort of doing it by guess and by gari.
Right.
That's another thing my grandmother used to say, by guess and by gari. That's not very Italian, is it?
No.
That's a cup of water, however. I've measured that out.
Okay.
And I should add probably double that quantity of flour. So there's a cup of flour.
Should I use my hands to start it, or?
You can use your hands or you can use a spoon if you'd rather.
Well, I use my hands because
Okay.
I'm used to doing it
Right.
a mano. And what kind of a consistency are you looking for here? Do you want to take a dough that's on the wet side, or?
Yeah, I want the biga to be really what we call a slurry more than a dough.
Okay, that's a good word.
It really hasn't become a dough yet.
It hasn't. It's like kind of a shaggy mass, is what I call it.
Yeah.
Okay, does that look good?
Yeah, that looks perfect. That's just
Okay.
exactly what I want. Again, the
Cover.
famous traditional plastic wrap covers it up.
Now, where does this go?
This goes, ordinarily, I just keep it out in my house because my house is fairly cool. If I were doing this in a New York City apartment, I might look for the coolest place in the apartment. I
Okay.
might even put it in the refrigerator for a little bit. But it needs to sit in a fairly cool...
And you want this to double or triple in size?
Well, it should double at least and get very fermented looking,
Yeah,
holy,
right, holy
bubbling
look.
around
Lots
there,
of holes in
active.
it.
And it's still a very, very loose. Sometimes you even get a little liquid separating on the top of it, but that's okay, that's fine. Now, we're going to need quite a lot of flour for this next phase, and we're going to need some more water.
Okay.
This time, whoops, I need more water, Marianne. There you go.
Got me working today.
Yeah. More water and lots more flour.
You want to keep this crumb fairly open, don't you?
Yeah, and you know, an interesting thing is that the more liquid and loose the dough is, the better. You want to put it in the same bowl we just used?
Yeah, put it over there on the counter.
You know, sometimes I put a couple of drops of olive oil in there, and I've got some olive oil right here somewhere.
This flour is great to work with. I think I may have to get some of that to take home.
Oh, you should.
Wonderful, Nancy.
It is great.
Okay, basta così.
All right, drop her right in there. Roll her around in the olive oil a little bit.
And now we got to cover that, right?
And now we'll cover it with our famous
Okay, that's your
Tuscan.
job. Okay.
Yeah.
That was
it's great to have you in the kitchen, you know.
Anytime you want to invite me is just fine.
All right, that's terrific. That's a deal.
Okay, want me to put that off to the side for you? Because I know you probably have another one of these ready.
How did you guess? How did you guess?
Bread bakers all think alike, I guess. Okay.
All right, here's the other one. Now this is one that I made up yesterday of that same flour. Notice how the bread dough actually is a little sort of gray in color. That's because there's a lot of bran left in this flour.
In this flour.
It isn't really a whole wheat flour the way we think of it, but that's what gives it that sort of creamy gray color,
Beautiful.
creamy beige color. Isn't it nice?
Yeah, and so that means that we're not going to have a white-looking crumb.
No, we're not at all. You can put that over in the...
Okay.
Now, I know you're dying to get your hands in that.
Well, you know, I don't want to take over your kitchen.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm going to let you do something. Let me get that plastic away from you. You don't need that. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I think we should do... I do 2 long and 1 round out of that.
So you get 3 out of this, right?
Yeah.
2 long and 1 round? Okay.
I'm not much for pastry making. I've never enjoyed making cakes or cookies. I like eating them, but I don't enjoy making them. But making bread is something elemental about it that is just so...
Gives you time to think.
Yeah.
Enjoy the process. Okay, then, once we have them,
then we have to put them aside to rise.
Okay, what are you going to put some
I'm going to put some, I've got some semolina right here.
Okay, semolina.
This is this good Italian semolina, which is really...
hard wheat flour.
Yeah, you will remember that down in Puglia, they
When
make
we
their
were
bread
there.
out of this.
Yes, absolutely.
And most people will tell you, oh, you can't make bread out of semolina, but in fact, they make it out of 100% semolina. I'm just going to put these on here.
All three of them?
Yeah, I hope they'll fit. I think they
we
will.
may have to give them a little more room to rise. Okay.
And the other thing I'm going to do is use a little
Cover that.
plastic wrap where this is kind of a narrow board. I don't want them to grow together, so
Yeah.
I'm going to just tuck this in between the loaves, like that.
I learn something new every day. That's great.
It's the uses of plastic wrap.
And you know, the other thing I think people are missing by not making bread, besides the whole process of
Yeah.
it being so wonderful, is the wonderful smell that it imparts to your kitchen.
Oh, God,
You know,
it's
people come in,
fabulous,
it's a
isn't it?
very welcoming smell to know that you've made homemade bread, something so basic. Okay, we have Tuscan bread.
We have Tuscan bread ready to go. Well, it's not ready
Okay.
to go in the oven. It's
But
got to rise.
this has got to rise.
For about half an hour. Now, it needs a cover. Right over there, you'll see
Okay.
a cloth to put
All
over the
right.
top of it.
Will do. Okay.
I've got
Whoa, that's hot.
tiles in this oven, you know.
So you're trying to duplicate the Italian
Right.
hot wood
typical.
fired oven.
And I don't have a peel to
I
put
see.
it
You
in
do-
with.
you're brave. You put it in with your hands.
I know.